Monday, January 14th, 2030. Before the cock started to crow, people were lined up at the banks, worried how they would conduct daily transactions now that paper notes were no longer going to be accepted. Sellers and businesses were left confused, wondering whether to accept cash or not. But the smart ones did. What made things worse was that many of the bank staff had no idea what they were doing. The security guards had a hard time keeping the order, as they also wanted to cash out.
What the fuck you mean the system down? Then how we are gonna change out the money? Government not think this through a blood clot.
Yo, fix up that quick and make me change up this Ras monopoly money. A fool Babylon tech man for.
All across the island, it was the same shit. No one went to work that day. Was this a bank run like what happened in the 1930s in New York City? Well, something like that, but I'd rather call it a transition run, a bank panic. What the fuck would you call it? I think fuckery is the word that describes it best. Interestingly, licensed firearm holders, shutters, soldiers, and police had no problem changing their money over to the digital, especially the shutter elite. These were men in high society, and their bodyguards, some of the finest women on the island and the most dangerous. I happened to be on the scene in New Kingston when shots from rifles, handguns, and new era powered weapons parted a crowd. No, these were the shutter elites, and they were accompanied by the shutter gals. And let me tell you, it was a sight to see. They were in a crew of around 50 to 100, but their presence felt like an army.
Who know how the system work? Turn it on now.
I must admit, they were organized and pretty decent at the execution. They had their money in briefcases with their Jam Wallet ID written on them, as well as their bank account information.
We not come for rob nobody after we are an idiot. Just sort we out, see the money and banking information. Don't make we have to shoot nobody today.
A few clerks quickly threw the money in a money counter, while the others checked the bank info and scanned their phones. The jam was in their accounts in seconds. In less than 15 minutes, the crew of 100 transformed billions in cash into billions in digital jam, and they were out the door. In Jamaica, there's a saying, puss and dog now have the same luck. A few vlogger teens decided to pretend they had guns under their shirts. I don't know why they decided to do that. They attempted to try what the Fast and the Furious just did. I wondered if they really wanted to change their money to jam or just make views to earn. No, I'm just going to let you imagine what happened and how it was spread virally via the vlogger's AI mini drone. They call them birds. No need to hold the camera or ask a friend. This contraption gets all of the action, edits it, and posts it to social media, and it's no bigger than your thumb. It's a digital world. Social media is where most of the teens work and earn a living in New Kingston Town. Watching all the chaos take place from a distance made me feel like Morpheus in the Matrix, as a growing community of us on the island were transacting in various cryptocurrencies since 2015. It was as if we were living on the fringes of the spider's web. We use crypto to buy goods and services from each other, as well as globally. There were a few cryptocurrencies created by Jamaicans before Jamdex even existed, the most popular being Carib and Jam. It's interesting that Jam, JAHM, and Jam, JAM, basically have the same name. The mayhem that took place across the island was enough to make Mr. Bigwig come out and do another emergency broadcast. Well, he sent the finance minister, who had a grand smile on his face. Ladies and gentlemen of the great island of Jamaica, I urge you to take it easy. What I'm about to tell you has never yet been seen in the history of Jamaica. We know your concerns, we know your plight, and our party is here to do what is right. Starting immediately, all Jamdex wallet holders will be sent 50,000 Jamaican dollars to ease the burden of this transition, and so we all don't rush to the banks at the same time. I urge you to download a Jamdex compatible wallet on your phones if you haven't already. Use this money wisely. Go to the bank and change over to Jam, or do so online at your convenience. There is no rush. Banks will accept the notes as long as they are in circulation. In the words of the great Bob Marley, every little thing is gonna be alright. Them love use Bob Marley when times get roughy. What a speech, and what an eardrop. I think the voters just got bought for the next few elections. I never thought I would live to see the day that Jamaicans living in Jamaica would get a stimulus check. I remember back in the COVID pandemic era, first world countries were giving out money like rappers at the strip club. I received about 100,000 yen from the Japanese government in the midst of the COVID era. And boy was I happy. My American friends got money from both the Japanese and United States government. Imagine that shit. What did we get in Jamaica? Not a damn thing. The question that was on my mind was, where did the money come from? 50,000 Jamaican dollars airdropped to everyone on the island. That's $125 billion. How much money is in circulation? Do you know? I don't know. And that's the thing with digital money. Money can be printed even faster than it was before. A note to the wise: inflation can occur when the money supply of a country grows more rapidly than the economic output of that country. Believe it or not, the government's plan worked. People were so happy to receive the free money and lived happily ever after. The end. Or was it? What did I do with my 50,000 Jamaican dollars? Well, I bought Bitcoin.
Y'all dem a wine for the Bitcoin. Scammer dem a scam for the Bitcoin. Old fashioned with your big old thick Kyle. Corona can't shit for me Bitcoin. New era, modern technology. Real hustlers accepting no apology. USD, old ideology. But me a go and accept the same way, along with a million.